Eric West here, HawaiiRealEstate.org, coming to you live once again from the beautiful island of Maui, Hawaii. Are you ready? Are you ready? Check it out. Here we go. If you're just new to the channel, I welcome you. We're all about everything to do with Maui, Honokowai, and here we are. The sun has just set. This is officially your Maui fix. And where are we at today, guys? We're at the beautiful Honokowai Park. You know, I tend to spend a lot of time in Ka'anapali and Lahaina Town, but how often do we get up to Honokowai Beach Park? Not that often. Did you know that these condos right here, known as halikai, I believe were the very first condos built right here on the west side of Maui? I think that's a true fact. I sold a 2-bedroom here a number of years ago, twice. And that was one of the things that I learned. And one of the nice things about halikai is it looks out on this beautiful park. So if you own one of those condos up there, not only do you have a nice side view of the ocean, but you can also spend endless hours people watching. Hey, aloha, thank you, man. Appreciate it. So, and this is a great place just to hang out, right? I mean, this is like, look at this beautiful park. Sorry guys, my voice is still, I'm just overcoming a little laryngitis. I don't know what it is. Kind of bummed to see these trees went down. There used to be some nice shade over here, but recently looks like they might have chopped them down, which is kind of a bummer. Sure, a good reason, but maybe not. Sort of like all the trees they took down in Lahaina, all the beautiful mango trees that are now gone. Kind of sad. But this is your Maui fix. Just a quick little shot, a quick little periscope. That's where it all started, right? The Periscope app, remember that? And then Facebook, and then YouTube took over the live. I love the live because the live is just what it is, man. It's reality. It's reality TV coming to you straight from the shores of the Pacific Ocean, all the way across from the infamous badass coffee. So a lot of you guys that come here on vacation, I know you know this area. So this video is a little bit of an update and also a little bit of a curiosity factor. In case you're coming here on vacation, you'll now know all about Honokowai Park. You'll know a good place that you can probably walk to from your condo to get some amazing Ono coffee grinds, which is badass coffee. But also an update, because there's things that are no longer around, like the farmer's market store that was right next to badass coffee, which is no longer there, which I'll take you to here in a moment. Of course, we have Boss Frog's little Maui Wellness Center and Island Living Gifts. And of course, the title of this video, believe it or not, the Sunset Terrace condos are so popular that it actually shows up as a search term, as most popular search terms for Maui. Because everyone, when they first move here, ends up at the Sunset Terrace. Oh, yeah. Because these aren't condos that you can buy. These are rentals right here, man. But it's like everyone starts. So if you started at the Sunset Terrace, put it in the comments. Matter of fact, I can smell the weed from here. Let's say no more. But this is the lower road, the infamous, famous lower road. We call it the lower road because saying lower Honopi'ilani is just too much work. And most of us really can't say it anyway, unless you live here for a long time and you figure it out. But even then, you just say the lower road. Thanks, guys. It's like parting the Red Sea. Anyway, I'm just going to go for a little cruise here on the lower road today, just so you can check it out. Do you guys remember the farmer's market store used to be right back here? So bummed. Another one bites the dust, as I say. Local businesses crashing and burning all over West Maui. Thank you, Mayor Bisson and Tamara Paulton and all the goofballs at Lahaina Strong, shutting down tourism. And there it is. It was such a great store, wasn't it? So bummed. Now we got the Powell Bakery next door. And if you guys are wondering about the world famous cinnamon rolls, they're on this same street across from the fish market, which is down that way. But we're not heading that way, we're heading this way. And we're going to talk a little bit about condos and what's going on with the market, right? So I'm a real estate agent here on the beautiful island of Maui, and when the going gets tough, the tough get going. That's what my mom taught me when I was a kid. Whether it was playing soccer or trying to get through high school or college or struggling with all the things that life has to bring, My mom instilled in me when the going gets tough. That's when the tough get going. So you'll notice I'm still here. I'm still doing my thing. I'm still working in the market, even though it's a little tough. But the good news is if you're a buyer, it's a buyer's market. And if you're a seller, the question is, when do you get off the slide? Because it's sliding down the hill. You can get off now or you can wait. I don't know. Nobody knows when it's going to end. The slide. But it is sliding. Now the breakers right here we just passed on the right, it's actually a long-term condominium. I've got a beautiful studio for sale in there. And over here we have a whole string of awesome oceanfront condos. Some of my absolute favorites. Over the years, I don't know what it is. I moved here in 2012 and I've just made condos a little bit of an obsession. I sell homes, I sell land, and I sell condos. And I've just obsessed over these things because it's, again, another thing my parents instilled in me, which is if you're going to do something, do it right, do it well, do it with all your heart, do it with excellence. And that all turned into some kind of form of obsession for me anyway. I obsess over things, and I obsess over these condominiums because they're all just little treasures in my mind. They're all these beautiful little hales. Kula cane right here. Look at this thing, man. On the other side of this is oceanfront perfection. Let me tell you, it really is. And I've got lots of resources online. I'll put some of the links in the description. Condocalculator.org. It's a great little spreadsheet. So you can do the math, right? Now they don't pencil out as good as they used to, unfortunately, but guess what? That's going to turn around, but as prices drop, the ROI gets a little better, right? Because that's what it is. It's a curve. It's a balance between acquisition cost and net operating income. ROI, return on investment, prices come down. This thing, give a look at a condo on Maui. It's like it's not necessarily like a growth stock. It's like buying a railroad, right? Or a utility. Like, it's not going anywhere. Maui will always be Maui, and it will be the rock steady horse that pays off time and time again. But it's not like you're buying a, like some fancy schmancy, growth stock, It's not a growth stock. It's just, and last time I checked, a lot of things you have in your portfolio, you can't go enjoy at a level like you could enjoy a condo on Maui. So look at it like a hybrid investment. By the way, this is Makani Sands. It's a hybrid investment. It produces like a cornfield in Iowa, but it's a cornfield that you want to go sit in. Now, some people sit in cornfields to shoot geese. I used to do that. So a cornfield could take on a whole new value if you could put a hole in the ground in the middle of the goose season, right? Kali Aloha. Another beautiful oceanfront condo. And the same thing goes with these condos, man. I'm just telling you. It's just like it's like investing in a quality classic Rolex. It's never going to change. It's never going to go away. It will always be Maui, and you can wear the Rolex. You can wear it with pride and joy and look back on it. It's an heirloom. It's something you can pass on to generations. It's a second home. It could be an escape in times of trouble, like during COVID. People loved having a condo during COVID. They're like, man, we just stayed in our condo on Maui. Right? I mean, that's awesome, man. Honokowai. There's a timeshare, I think. Pretty sure this has always been a timeshare. You can't buy these. Across the street. Sorry, guys. I got to maneuver traffic, bumps in the road, and a fading spectrum of light. Hey, look. Oregon Lisa West. Yes, sir. One of my favorites right here. Anyone recognize this one? Come on. In the comments. I know there's some fans out there. We got some super fans. The Lower Road oceanfront condos, man. This is just a string of beauty. It really is. I know. Give up. Hala Onoloa. Yes, sir. Next to that is Lokilani. This one's like a flag lot, man. Got some houses over here, but this is a flag lot. Goes all the way down. Lokilani. and they're just all spectacular, man. Once you get in there, the views, and the one thing that's really cool about West Maui condos is they're all, not all, but a lot of them are right on the ocean, right? So if you were to go down South Kihei Road, I mean, there's just a few on the ocean, just a handful. Not very many, we got it. Hale Pauhana, the Royal Mauian, there's a few, but you pay huge dollars. Sugar Beach Resort, I mean, huge. Whereas here on West Maui, the vast majority of our oceanfront condos, the vast majority of our condos are actually oceanfront. So that's pretty awesome. Go look at the cost of an oceanfront home. You want to buy a home on the ocean on Maui? Man, I'm telling you what, it's hard to get in under $5 million right now. But you can get a 1 or a 2 bedroom with a living room and a kitchen for pennies on the dollar. Well, not pennies on the dollar, but they're a good deal right now. And oceanfront is the quintessential dream come true. That's what everybody wants, right? That is, as my mom used to say, the cat's meow. Meow. That's what you want. So here's one I get a lot of calls on. Are you ready? Hale Mahina. Oh, this is such a great deal, Eric. Yeah, it is. But it is a leasehold property. Leasehold. Leasehold. What does leasehold mean? It means someone else owns the land underneath. So your acquisition cost is going to be maybe about half of normal. But then you have a monthly fee you got to pay called the leasehold fee that goes to the landowner. And then that lease is going to come to an end at some point in time, at which point you could actually lose your entire condo if you didn't renew the lease. Now, most condos on West Maui started out as leaseholds, and then they converted. That means that all the owners got together and they bought the land that the lease comprised of, essentially. So this is a little ocean point access that they recently opened up in between Realtor and Hale Mahina. Did you guys know this was here? Pretty cool, huh? For years, this was not here, by the way. One thing we can thank the activists for is they got this opened up. All right, so we're going to end the live right down here on this beautiful oceanfront perch. It's a lot of work, but just so you know, negotiating that on that is not easy. But man, look at that. They got their little elevated Honokowai beach and this seawall right here. Seawall's still doing good. And that's the Kuleana. Matter of fact, that's the condominium right there that ruined me. It ruined me. I live on Maui right now because of Kuleana. Why? I'll tell you why. So I came here, wow, I just got wet. I came here on a business trip and I stayed at Kuleana and I was evaluating, did I want to move to Maui? Did I want to sell real estate here? And I had some condo that was sort of in the back with a garden view. And when I got here, the nice lady at the front desk, she goes, hey, I'm going to hook you up. We have an opening at one of our oceanfront condos. I'm going to put you in that. And I was like, okay. So here I was at the closest condo you can get to the beach, here at the Kuleana. It's just on the other, over there. And I remember thinking to myself, wow, wild horses couldn't drag me off this place. I was just in this little cocoon of perfection. I'd work on my computer, I'd go for a snorkel. I'd work on my computer, I'd go for a paddleboard. I'd work on my computer, I would drink a Maui Brewing Bikini Blonde. Just kidding. That was at the end of the day. But Kuleana ruined me. And then you guys might want to know, why did I end up on Maui? Right? I've been to Kauai, been to Oahu, been to Big Island. Hadn't been to Lanai, but I've been to all the islands except for Lanai and Molokai at the time. But I knew I wanted to move to Hawaii. So we were here on vacation one time. It was kind of spinning in the back of my head. Where did I want to live? Did I want to be this island or that island? I was pretty sure I was going to move here. And I was doing a zip line tour at Flying Hawaiian. And this young guy that was doing the tour with us, man, it's kind of freaking me out. He basically used to work on the cruise ship, right? There's a cruise ship that goes to all the different islands. And he worked on that thing for like 4 or 5 years. And so I asked him, I said, dude, you've been out at every island multiple times, right? Which one's the best? Like, which one should I move to? Which one's the best, man? And this guy, all of a sudden, just came at me, dude. He literally, like, jumped out of his skin. and yelled in my face. He just went, Maui, Honokowai. I was like, kind of scared me. I was like, I actually didn't know what that meant. I'm like, okay, I guess you're saying Maui is the best? Hence the thumbnail. That's the thumbnail that's on this video. Maui is, in my humble opinion, Honokowai. I can go through all the reasons, but I'm just going to leave it at this. Maui has the best combination of all the elements of Hawaii wrapped into one island. It's a circular 8. It has a certain energy flow because the road is an 8. The other islands, except for Big Island, they're half circles. They're like 3/4. You can't go all the way around. Traffic patterns, but there's a certain energy when you have the flow of the 8. And then you have things like the Maui Arts and Cultural Center where you get concerts. You got good art. You got good music. You got a good variety of restaurants. And it's the second biggest island, but it has less. It only has 150,000 people, whereas Oahu, it's got 1 million people. 1 million on an island smaller than Maui. Big Island kind of got the fog, kind of got the, volcanoes that are erupting. Kauai was my second choice, but you know what? It's a little too country. So Maui no Kauai, and then the ultimate, in my humble opinion, is if you can get an oceanfront hale of any kind, but even if you can't, even if you're a street back or up on the hill like I am, the beauty of it is that you can make this right here part of your everyday life. And someone told me, I forget who it was, they said, Eric, if you want to make it long term in Hawaii, he goes, I would highly encourage that you make the ocean a part of your everyday life. Get in there, swim, snorkel, surf, paddleboard. So that's what I did. I took his advice, and part of that is getting healthy. There's something about the mana, the energy of the ocean, the minerals, the decompression, just the connection, and having the opportunity to swim in bathwater almost every single day of your life. In the middle of in the winter when it's cold and people are jack frosting like Maui Dan is up in Wyoming, and you're out here just like dropping down on big green walls and you're slashing the lip and you just got spray and you're just getting tan. That's living life, man. Let's go. So anyway, guys, I have decided that I need to bring you guys more Maui fixes. I need to have more fun because honestly, I've worked a ton, and when the market gets hard, right, we got to do our thing, and we are doing our thing. Don't get me wrong. But I will put some links in the description. If you are ever in the market to buy a property here, I've got the Maui Buyer's Guide. I'll put the link in there. If you ever want to talk to me on the phone, I'll put my Calendly link in the description as well. And if you're looking for a condo specifically, we have the Maui, it's the condocalculator.org. You can check that out. And of course, we have MauiRealEstateStats.com, which shows you everything that's going on in the market. And of course, I do a blog every single week, if I can remember. And I'm here to be the best resource I can be. But I'm just telling you guys, remember this one thing. What was it, City Slickers, the one thing? Jesus, that's all you got to remember. Right? Got you. It is true, though. That is the one thing. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Until next time, I shall return. I don't know where. I don't know when. But I can promise you one thing. It will be from the most beautiful place on planet Earth, the best lifestyle I think you can ever find, Maui, Hawaii. Thanks so much, guys. Until next time. I had a good time. I hope you did, too. A little vicarious Maui magical molecules coming through the YouTube waves right to your beautiful home. Eric West out. Love you guys. Much of the hot infused audience on planet Earth. You come here to escape all the BS.